Guys, welcome back to Vanja and Ruby Reacts. This is 90 days before the 90 days. We're finna recap this. We ain't gonna tear it. We're gonna jump right into it. You already know. So let's get into it. I'm Vanja and this is Ruby.
Hey guys.
And let's get into before the 90 days. We crack a lot of jokes on here, guys. Get your snacks and let's get to it. Whatever else you like, get it and let's go. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds. Hi, everybody. Welcome, all our new subscribers.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. We're going to try to go live this week. We're going to give it for certain tomorrow on a community post what day that will be. If it's Friday or Saturday, we're going to let you guys know. It could possibly be Thursday.
Going live.
Yeah, we're going to go live. Guys, catch us, tune in, and become a part of the family. This is Vanja and Ruby Gang. Hang out in the Yay, which is the comment section. And let us know how y'all feel about a lot of things. Let's get into the reaction. So, Rayne and Chidi, we're going to start with them first. Rayne at the hotel, y'all. She just want her man to just pop up over there, come back, because that's what she would have did. But again, I said he can't see, so I don't really know how much she is expecting and if she's really here about what need to be done, what all he could do and can't do. Now, Rayne has been with guys with addictions in the past. So she had a bad relationship. So I'm assuming she's saying by that because it only makes sense. And one day her child's father just woke up one day, gave her a hug goodbye, and she never saw him again. Now, I don't know if that was because Rayne was weird, just because of stuff that's coming up now, or what that was about. She didn't elaborate anymore.
What she ain't saying. She ain't saying. It's probably her.
You think it was her?
It gotta be her.
Okay.
Oh man, the stuff she been doing since she been there with the chicken and everything, and
you think she scared the man off?
Yeah, like it was her. She ain't saying some
Chidi feels partially responsible for Rayne's frustration, so he go and talk to his sister and her husband, and he's letting him know he really desire to be with Rayne, and the sister don't feel like Rayne is really right for him, but her husband is like, help me understand why, because I really don't get it. She's got like bad mannerisms. She's not a nice person. You know, y'all incompatible. Why would you do this? Help me understand. Victoria feel like Rayne is not the right person for Chidi because she wants Chidi to choose between his family and her. She's not an in harmony type person. She don't want to be in harmony. So that's a red flag for Victoria. But she know Chidi want love and she ain't gonna stand in the way of his love. She gonna move herself out of the way so he could experience whatever this may come.
Yeah.
What you think about that?
Ooh, I think that's very big of her, you know. It takes a lot, it does, you know, and it's something of what comes with being a parent, you know, being a mom. You know, and having to let your children go, you know, and experiences, knowing what this is about to become of, you know. But
so she got to trust he ain't crazy.
They may know, you know, what this may come about, but you just have to let them go off and experience it, you know, and, you know, they'll be back. You just need to have your door open every time, you know, that's all.
Okay.
You know, we here to have life experiences, you know, and she's really acting out of kindness, you know, and love, you know, for her brother, you know, and although it hurts her, you know, she's doing a good thing.
So Chidi and Rayne been texting each other, but they really haven't got on the phone and had no conversations yet. Rayne is laying in the hotel, twiddling her thumbs, hoping Chidi just show up because that's what she would have did. I really don't know how Chidi gonna leave the house, get an Uber or whatever, and come get a ride over there. He maybe could talk to production, but I don't even think production has rights to just let him get in the van and go ride over there. And you can see production don't like taking people home, getting in the middle, translating. They barely wanted to give Corona a ride to go see Ingrid. So they be like, what you doing? We filming you. You got to ride. You on the way? What? They don't really. So I don't know what she wants Chidi to do. He can't see. You really at the hotel waiting on Chidi. You believe this? Or is nothing wrong with that? Like if we talking and texting, he ought to be able to get a ride and come over to the hotel I'm at.
No. That's not the way that go with somebody blind, half blind, nothing like that. They have a caretaker, you know, that is his sister. You want him to go to the hotel with you, you get him to ask his sister.
Maybe she hoping he do ask his sister. Maybe that's what she want, him to go get the family to bring him over to her. Okay, Renee. Chidi said it's been 3 days since Renee left. And in the last 5 years, he's always been the first to be forgiven and rectify the situation. What'd that tell you? If he's always the first to fix the problem and be forgiving and not Renee.
He's the more mature one. He's more the giver, you know.
Yeah, he's more logical.
He's more logical, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to, you know, stay in an argument or just leave it go like that, you know, without making up, you know.
Some people do.
Some people always think, you know, they're never the one in the wrong, so you should always be the one to come and apologize and make it right, you know. In a relationship, it's compromise, you know. You could feel like you was the one wrong, but you could still go to that person and try to make it right, you know.
Yeah, some people will go 5 years and it was never wrong.
Yeah. Mm-mm. So to me, it seemed like he's always the bigger person.
Mm-hmm. So Chidi meets with his friend Christian, his best friend, and they outside talking, and Chidi is explaining what he's going through to him, and his friend don't think Chidi and Renee should be together. He wants to know if Chidi can cope with being with Renee. Is that something he can cope with? Because he want to make sense of this. Why too? He's like Victoria's husband. Why? The girl says all kinds of crazy things. She's scary. She's always talking about demons. Can you cope with that? And he said, no, he can't. He realized he just can't cope with her always cussing and yelling and shouting over his head and bring no peace. So I think he realizing what he's got to do. His friend grabbed him by the hand and he like, look, sometimes you love people and you just got to let them go. You got to love them from over there. They're not for you.
Yeah.
So I think the friend giving him good advice. He's like, let her go, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let her go.
He is, although, you know, although it hurts,
it's hard,
you know, but it's the truth, you know. And if you have a good friend, you know, and you don't want to steer them wrong, you know, you don't want to tell them to stay in a toxic relationship like that one is, you know, just so you don't want to hurt their feelings, you know. But the truth is they should get out of that type of relationship, you know. His friend that he met at the blind school is being a really good friend to him right now. Yes. And he is telling him that he needs to be done with this. You know, it's not good. It's not good for the both of them.
He tells the Chidi to talk with her. You know, you need to let her know where you stand. Mm-hmm. And Chidi gets in touch with Renee and let her know he's going to be there tomorrow to speak with her. Now she laying in bed all excited. She got her lingerie picked out. She want him to feel it. So she don't even know why he's coming over there. I don't know why she ain't asked him, is it to be together, to call it off, to what? She just automatically think, once he get over here, I got him. I don't care what he's coming for. Obviously, because she already got his lingerie ready. Mm-hmm. She already laying in it. Mm-hmm. And it's the night before. So she's the Lulu.
She got all excited whenever she got the text saying that he was coming. He was going to come over to the hotel. She got all excited and went shopping and bought that little outfit.
Yeah, that was wild. Next, Vanja and Božo. His name is exactly right. Hi, Lord.
You gotta say it how they say it in their accent.
Božo. So Vanja misses her connecting flight. Mm-hmm. She eventually get in touch with Božo. Božo learns she gonna be a little late. When they meet at the airport, I love the greeting that they greeted each other. It was beautiful. It was authentic. They looked like they had feelings for each other. He asked her, you know, did she get any sleep? And I think she said a total of 3 hours. Mm-hmm. So he already got her signed up for cooking classes. It's nighttime and they go directly to cooking classes from the airport. But she don't seem bothered. All her last boyfriends didn't plan dates and set things up. So she's appreciative he did this. She ready to go. He also greeted her with a plant instead of some flowers that could die. So she liked that too.
Yeah.
Good thing his mama hooked him up with that. Mm-hmm. That was a good one. As they're in the cooking class, Vanja asked a couple, how long they been together. And I think they said 3 years. And they asked how did they meet. And she's like, I just got off the plane and I'm just meeting him. We've been talking for 8 months. So someone asked, is it serious? And you guys just exclusive? And Božo shouts out, oh, we just good friends. Everybody in the room paused. Vanya's jaw dropped. She looked like she was in tears. She couldn't believe he said that. She said, no, we're not. And then he said, oh, yeah, I lost my ring. So he tries to make a joke, but it just don't land. Everybody's like, what in the world? Y'all are on 2 different pages and y'all need to correct this now. Mm-hmm. But they didn't. Vanya don't want to ruin the night by bringing it up and bringing a lot of attention to it. So after the cooking class, they leave. What do you think about that? You would have got mad, or you would have felt like I'm going to just touch on it later, or it didn't even bother you? Maybe he's trying to be a gentleman or something.
Being a gentleman saying that we're friends, that don't make any sense.
I really don't know how they got there. Like, she don't. Like, why would he say that?
Right.
He looks like he got an issue with women.
Something's going on. I don't know if it's because he has no job. I guess it's messing with his ego, and it's just making him look like he's a tucked guy.
It's like he's small. Something's off.
Something's not right. It's beyond him not having a job. It's something else. It's something else.
The mama know too, mm-hmm. and want him to tell her. I don't think it's just about no job either. Mm-hmm. Something ain't right.
Yeah, something's not right with him. I mean, of course it would have bothered me. It's like, what am I putting all this time in for? We're just friends. Why did I come all the way to your country? We're just friends,
Right.
So,
yeah,
he messed up on that one.
He did. Vanja is going to the place that she rented for 3 weeks. Božo didn't discuss if he was going to be staying there or not, but she hopes he does spend the night. More stupidity. Why? I don't think it don't sound like y'all that. Well, why would you be afraid to say, are you gonna be sleeping over? Or,
right.
Like, come on. He ain't clear that y'all go together and he your man. He ain't clear that Božo is saying he don't want to leap too far in there if there's no romantic chemistry there. Now the girl's saying there's chemistry, right? So I don't know what's going on. She offered him to sleep on the couch, but he says he's going to leave. I am flabbergasted. Mm-hmm. What? It's time for them to have a talk.
Mm-hmm. We're going to have to see how the next day is going to go, because it looks like she's going to be sleeping there the whole 3 weeks. Or the whole time she's going to be there. He's not going to come and sleep over and try to see what's what with her?
It's really how it should go, but it's giving he don't want to date or something. It's just not making sense to me.
He gets weird when he gets around women. Like, I don't understand.
Next, Niles and Matilda. Y'all remember Matilda left the restaurant when Niles want to tell her he don't want to get married on this trip. So he finds her at the van. And he's like, Matilda, did I even tell you we was getting married on this trip? And Matilda's like, don't play with me, don't play with me, don't play with me. You told me and you had to understand, Niles. We had an understanding that when you got here, we were getting married. You did not tell me we were not. And he swam by that he did. Niles like, I only came to plan, not get married. Matilda want to know, is this a prank? Because she don't get it. Is this a prank? Is this a prank or what? Is this a joke? And I'm with her because you've been yaying me about planning the knock-knock ceremony and all this other stuff. They getting ready for the wedding. And you over here saying this. I know she wanted to box him in that coat.
Oh, yes, she did. Oh, She had to go for several walks. Okay?
Yeah, she wanted to box him, y'all. I feel bad for the girl. She was crying. She was all kind of moods, as you can see in the thumbnail.
Yes. And she was trying. She was
trying, bro.
Oh, she was trying because she knows he's on the spectrum, but she did not realize it was this bad.
The spectrum have nothing to do with that, like somebody said. You full-blown conscious and aware you lying and putting it on your masking. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You using it and you're a liar and you using this as a reason to lie. Once you know why you lying, it can't be a reason to move.
Yeah, well, he's passive aggressive.
Crazy.
Passive aggressive.
I can't deal with passive aggressive people in the slightest.
Yeah.
They cause way more problems than need be. Just because they passive aggressive. You could have just told Sarah it bothered you that she don't speak in the morning. You didn't have to do a whole campaign on the girl behind her back. Just hypothetically, y'all. Passive aggressive people just make things worse. For not being straight up. That's my point of it.
For themselves and whoever they dealing with.
Yeah, I will cut you out of my life. I don't got time. Make my life easier by being straight up with me. I'm one of them ones that can handle it. All right? I'm one of them ones. What I can't handle is running in circles and being toyed around with and nothing making sense until a big explosion and now you want to tell the truth. No, I don't like them doozies. Matilda is asking Niles a very good question. What do you want me to tell my pastor, my parents, my family? I wouldn't even ask that question because he's telling them. Or we just over. That's fair. You deal with it. Don't put that pressure on me. It was so bad, even production didn't like the way he did the girl. Production say, Niles, you're lying. And I'm glad it was a sister, too. It was a sister's voice in the background like, you're lying, Niles. No, you had plenty of time to stop that girl from planning the wedding when she told you was planning the wedding. And he was like, I didn't say that. She said, Niles, you're bullshitting. Because that ain't even what you told me. That don't match what you told me. Remember what you told me? So you wrong. And he's like, oh.
Put his head down.
All he could do is put his head down. I'm glad they let the sister check his head.
That's right.
I don't know if Emily would have had the tools. Playing them games.
Trying to check him and coddle him at the same time.
Yeah, we calling the spectrum shit. The black production say, excuse me, let me get up here. You're lying. Yeah, because that ain't, I know why we there filming. You told me she ain't know. And we was interested in that. And we filmed just that. You saying I ain't telling her until I get there. You saying I'm going to do this and do that. So when I do tell her, she'll be let down gently. Like the ring and the nails and the knock-knock dress. Yeah. Production show did gather him and remind him he was lying. Playing in our face. And we got the tape.
Got the receipts.
All right. Well, go on and do what you got to do. Now, Niles tells Matilda, look, we could continue to do the knock-knock, go around, get permission and everything like that. And I'll come back when I could go home for a little while and reschedule, come back to marry you. Matilda is telling Niles that's breaking tradition. I don't know what my parents going to say. Usually when you do the knock-knock, it's not that long after you get married. So you're going to have to go deal with that. And then he tells her, you just experienced masking. And she didn't think it was going to be that bad. She being manipulated right there. That's wrong. That's wrong. He might be on the spectrum, but masking? Come on, man. Niles apologizes to Matilda. Eventually, he apologizes to her. She forgives him, but she wants a promise that he is coming back for her. Do you think he's going to come back for her once he get in the States?
Yes.
How you know his family ain't going to talk him out of it and all that?
I don't think they will. I don't think so. I think he is going to come back. He is. You know, and I do appreciate, you know, him owning up. Because whenever he did apologize to her, he owned that, okay, you know, I didn't.
That was after the sister got on his ass.
Yeah.
He would have did it then, or he would have kept playing with Emily. I'm talking about, nope, I'm masking.
I don't know. I feel like maybe he would have eventually done it, you know, but being that he got called out and it just got put on his mind and his heart in a different way, you know, that he had to deal with it, you know, right then and there. You know, they could have asked him, you know, are you going to apologize and admit your wrongs?
Why? Because they know something wrong with them?
Maybe so.
I don't think production think nothing that wrong no more. No. When you plotting, planning, being sneaky, conniving, and ducking in it, that you basically, you see patterns and saying, I'm going to try this and get out of it. Ain't nothing wrong with your mental, bro, when you able to manipulate a situation or play a situation or plan a situation out in your favor, know the outcome, so I'm going to do this, I'm going to maneuver here. There's nothing wrong with you when you're doing that, but you are a full-body thinking person. Next! Faith and Loren. So Loren is asking Faith, what should he know about her childhood before he goes to meet her family tomorrow? And Faith is telling Loren when she was younger, her and her siblings left home to help support the mom because the father passed of, a heart attack, and they were very, very poor. And she was telling Loren it's very hard being poor. The difference between her and her siblings was she went to Manila, which is very far away, and they didn't. So she sends little amount of money back to help her mom. And I believe she's still doing that to this day. So Loren's feeling bad for her, and he's like, look, I'm going to be a good teammate. I'm going to help you get a house. I'm going to help put money into the family and, help get your mom taken care of. But I'm going to assist you with that. Faith would love this, but she think Loren just talking. What you think? Maybe he feel bad and he might want to help now.
He might.
Maybe being poor made him think like, dang, he's poor.
Yeah, I mean, he's beyond poor. He's homeless, so it's like he could relate to that. Maybe he's going to be more sympathetic, to her and her situation. Maybe bring forth a little more, or showing a little more that, he cares and he is concerned about her well-being and her family's well-being. Right now he's speaking a good game. Sounds good. But, as we all know, we need to follow with action, and I got hope for him. So we'll see.
Faith and Loren, you want them to work out?
Kind of. I mean, she loves him, I hope it works out for her,
Loren asked Faith, is she going to be telling her family about what he did? And she's like, well, I usually look for their reaction and opinion on things. So maybe, I don't know. And Loren's like, well, it ain't going to make me look good. It ain't going to make me look in a good light. I just think it's going to make it harder for them to accept him. But I can't tell people how close to be with their family. I don't know how close she is with them. I mean, unless she look far away. So I don't know if they need to know that. But maybe in making a decision, it's family. Dang, Loren. He said he okay with it because she asked if I want to tell him, can I tell him? You have a problem with that? Do you mind? And he was like, no, go right ahead. I think right there I would have said, I would be embarrassed. Wouldn't you? If I was telling them you had something?
I would be embarrassed. I mean, no, I wouldn't tell him.
You could tell him I cheated and done whatever, but you ain't got to tell him I coordinate. But then again,
Yeah. I mean, if on your own, without family support or whatever, or how close y'all are, in the end, I mean, you're going to be making the decision. So if you're deciding that you're going to be with him, then just withhold a bit of the information. You don't have to let them know everything.
What if it's cultural differences?
It very well could be. She said that they close. She's not sure if she's going to tell him or not. Because they talk about these things. So
we're going to see you in the next episode. Next, Tigerlily and Adnan. Now, Tigerlily said after she left to go back home, it's been a month and a half now since she seen Adnan, and she headed there tomorrow to see her man. But when she returned home, he became very controlling, and all of the rules got worse and worse. Yeah.
Oh, she was back a month and a half?
Yeah, I didn't even know it was that long. So they've been arguing back and forth, and it's been tense between them two. When she go back tomorrow, too much is going on in the Middle East to meet him there. So she's going to meet him in Turkey. So that's where they're going to be at tomorrow. Tigerlily and Adnan ended up in an argument over Tigerlily's chiropractors and her healthcare practitioners. Now, in particular, she had to see a chiropractor. He was a man. So Adnan goes on live and he's asking on live. He has a video that's playing, is asking, is this okay if he does this to a woman? So the woman's in all kind of positions that the chiropractor's putting her in, and it looks very inappropriate, but he's just moving her around and just trying to straighten her bones out. And Adnan sees this as a woman should be touching you, not a man. So he gets so mad, this argument between him and Tigerlily, he ends up in the hospital. Now Tigerlily's telling Cruz this, and Cruz is like, that's abnormal. There's nothing normal about that. That he's getting so mad that he ends up in the hospital.
All behind her not wanting to answer the phone for him. Because she said, like, they were arguing, and she was like, I'm not going to answer the phone for him. He calls and calls and calls, and then he winds up in the hospital behind that.
Right. While Cruz don't know what to make of it, Tigerlily thinks he's playing it up a bit. She don't know, maybe it was an anxiety attack. What would cause him not to breathe? Why was he in there? What was his diagnosis? So she think he's playing it up. Mm-hmm. I do think people will get so mad that, yeah, you can't end up in the hospital. But wow, that's not good. So he really has an issue with men touching his wife.
Yes.
Tigerlily is telling Cruz the trip she's going on to see her husband is specifically for baby making. And he don't understand why she would do this while they having all these problems. But she insists that it's the time is now. She don't know when she's going to see him again. And she's fertile. So she wants to do this now because of her age and everything else. Adnan, who is waiting to see his wife, he explains that she could just change her healthcare practitioners to women. Why does she got to make a problem? Make it all be so easy. Mm-hmm. He said all his eyes got bloodshot red. He was so mad about it.
Mm-hmm. That, to me, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. I think with him, I get the culture. I do. I think it's going beyond that. I think he is very, very, very possessive and jealous. It's beyond the culture of women. You could do this, cover up,
I think something about her likes it, or no?
I think so, but only to a certain extent. Like he's going too far, for her. He's going too far with this. And it's like a new rule, like of hers that she got to follow every day. Is something new, Yeah,
because he has a picture on social media of him, I guess like some type of shower pic, but it's just exposing his chest. And she say it's not fair that he gets to do that. Mm-hmm. And somebody in the comments are saying it's the Islamic way. It's Islam, a bare chest is okay to be shown. So she ain't feeling it.
Yep. She's like, if I have to follow the rules, you have to follow the rules too. They're not just going to apply to her.
I really hope this couple work. I'm rooting for them. I think they make a good couple. But I think he needs to be with her. He is a possessive man. I think there's something about her that like controlling men, that she keep attracting them. She wasn't shocked he was controlling before she married him. Mm-hmm. She had all her warnings from Cruz and Shay. It was just definitely not healthy being a married couple and immediately splitting and going live in separate areas. I don't know how long this is going to go on for them, but it's really like they have to make it through the time it's going to take to get the visa. Mm-hmm. Next, Rayne and Ingrid. If the mama wasn't rude and disrespectful, and there would have been no way I would have bought a purse after the girl told him that her people ain't messing with him like that. I'm just gonna get a vibe, and then we gonna talk about gifts. Your gift would have been basic, but it wouldn't have been no purse. So you trying to do the American thing and stunt and leave with, I got money, but she ain't feeling it. Cause she's saying her daughter is not for sale, basically. So let's get down to what the mom's issue is. So Brian and Ingrid is finna have dinner at Ingrid's house with her parents. Brian is learning from Ingrid that her dad is not coming because he's working. Brian feels stood up, like the man dodging him and ain't trying to see him. Ingrid feels like when it comes to stuff about Brian and her relationship, she rather talk to her mama about that because she's way more comfortable with her mama, and her dad don't have a relationship like that, close and personal about things like that. Yeah, I think the dad just don't want to meet him. What about you?
I agree. He don't approve, so he's not going to waste his time and show up. So his answer is a no. He's not accepting this, and he ain't going.
Even Ingrid feels like her dad's lying about work, but what could she do? So Brian meets Ingrid's mother, and he gives her a gift, and she goes in the bag and she opens it, and it's a nice purse, and she just and put it on the counter. She hardly said thank you and looked at him after that. She walked around him like he had a disease. I would have snatched my gift back, but I wouldn't even brought a gift.
Right.
Maybe it'd have been a little rose or something simple.
Yeah.
Now I ain't spend no money to feel play, because imagine you buy somebody something expensive like a pair of J's and they open the box and just throw it to the side. They thank you.
Barely.
And don't even look at you when they saying it. You're like, what? Let me get that back if you ain't feeling it.
I mean, you doing it to make the best impression, So
I wouldn't spend an expensive gift. While Brian's giving the mom the gift, he's telling her that she could visit him in the U.S. someday. But she ain't too fond of that comment. So she rolled her eyes over him and looked in the air and never answered. And that's when Brian realized she's not even talking to him. She ain't responding. She ain't looking. She ain't even saying anything. Ingrid's not delegating. She's just in the kitchen, cooking, not looking, but hearing. She done already ran Brian out of there. Go over there with your wheelchair.
Rude. Just rude.
You think that was rude?
Yes.
Like,
very.
I think he was trying to be around the person who was tolerating him, I guess. Like if you a guest at somebody's house, you just trying to stay by them because the other person's being mean. Mm-hmm. Production's outside asking Ingrid's mom, what were her first thoughts of Brian? And she was like, nothing good. Now they trying to get her to elaborate and explain why, but she won't say. They even asked her if it was because of a wheelchair, and she was like, no, it ain't because of that. So she don't want to say. Mm-hmm. I don't even know why she came. Because she ends up telling Ingrid she lost her appetite and she no longer want to eat. Now Ingrid's telling her mom that's rude to come outside and eat dinner with them. This is why Brian came, to meet y'all. And the mom's like, no, I lost my appetite. And Brian's like, your mom don't want to come out. She don't want to eat. What's going on here?
Yeah, she even asked her, can you just come out and sit, at the table then? She didn't want to do that.
After he got her that gift. This how she act. So Ingrid mom ends up saying she was picking up the place there. You lucky her dad ain't here to Brian, I sound like. And Ingrid ain't saying nothing. That's their only child, their only daughter. So they don't want her going to America, the mom said. So if it's that, then say she ain't going to America. But Brian appears, it looks like to me, like he want to live in Brazil. So why is that an issue?
Right.
If he going to live there, would you get to know him? I'm confused here.
I think she still wouldn't get to know him if he was to move there.
Then it ain't about him being American.
Nope, it's not about that. It's not about, it's my only daughter. You're not going to take her away from us. So I'm not going to try to get to know you and make this easier, for my daughter to just go to the U.S.
What you think it's about? It's about that chair?
I think it's about the chair. I think it's about...
Yeah, like really
his race, he's not there. He's not there.
Oh, it's like you're not Brazilian, so we don't. It's like stay in the culture. Mm-hmm. That's what she's snooting him on, the chair and that.
Yeah, A lot of people look down on that. I mean, she's not even giving him credit for even speaking the language. You know,
Correct.
That's crazy. You got people that go there and want to try to be with somebody and don't even learn the language. There's only a few people, you know, since we've been watching these types of shows, that the other person really put the effort into learning the language or the culture.
It's so bad. I can only know Ashley. Ashley and Manuel. Ashley talking to Manuel and Brian, who talks to her. Right off. I can't even call nobody else.
I can't either. Maybe one more person. I'm not sure. But, you know, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. A lot of people don't go that, you know, take that extra step to, you know, hey, let me learn. I want to be with them. I'm going to learn their language.
Right.
You know. And I know he don't get no credit for that either, you know. So she's like, you're not one of us. You know, I mean, it's
the rudeness is unreal. I wouldn't even eat. I wouldn't even stay to eat, bro. I would have been like, look, I'm going to just go ahead and remove myself. Yeah. And, you know, won't you and your mama eat the dinner? And, you know, maybe if you want to hang later, I'll come back and let me get a plate to go.
Right.
Yeah, I would ask for a plate to go.
I would have left. I would have left because I would have felt like, me being here is making her feel that uncomfortable. I'm gonna go.
Dang, Ingrid, she tried to tell him, but she ain't say they rude. Probably won't even. Well, she said enough. If you don't want me, cool. So Ingrid's telling Brian she's still processing all of this. She don't know why her mama not eating. Then she mentions how strict her father is on her about her leaving the country or going out on dates with people. And Brian's like, girl, you got 2 children and you grown. I disagree with all this. Now, the mama don't say nothing in the background, but he couldn't have been too strict. Your child has, they got 2 fathers? 2 different fathers? They couldn't have been that strict, and it looked like she on her own. He got away with not helping you, and he was one of her own? Come on, man. They playing games. It's about something else.
It is.
I can't think Ingrid care either, really. I would have told my mama, I mean, again, they don't talk back in their culture. Yeah. So I'm not even about to say some stuff that ain't just, that's American. So I'm not even finna say that.
She did it. Sorry. She did enough by saying, mama, you rude. You need to come out here. At least come sit. You rude. You're being rude. That was it.
No more. You don't talk back. But don't put me in there no more. Now, where we going with this relationship since your parents not going to accept me? You really going to leave? She seems very interested in leaving her family there and going. Do they know that? No. Why they all concerned? I think she playing games with Brian some kind of way, somewhere. But of course, he ain't innocent. He need to get out of this. It ain't even worth it. If this girl got 2 children by 2 different baby fathers, and she need to get permission to go on dates, or her dad get it uncomfortable. I mean, do she not live in her own house?
It don't look like it. It look like she live with her mama.
That's not her mama came to visit. That's Ingrid's house. Something off here? The mama look like I'm visiting.
Yeah, she look like she's visiting.
She don't look like she lived there. So how I'm bossing what you doing? How you got 2 children by 2 different men?
And you grown.
How do you have 2 children by 2 different men and I'm claiming I'm overprotected when one of them ain't even helping you? When your son got a toy from his daddy last. Brian, the last man that give him a toy.
Right.
A male attention. Brian gets uncomfortable, basically tells her, let me roll up out of here. He does just that. And I don't know what he's going to do on the next episode. I think this relationship been over. He already lost her trust. He destroyed everything. The mom ain't interested. Ingrid seems passive aggressive about it. It's over.
It is.
Unless the mama knows something else she want to tell us. But if you like, I don't want my child with somebody that's handicapped, then or disabled, you are not gonna say that out loud because you know people gonna judge you, so you don't want to say what it is.
Yeah, or maybe her issue could be, she's judging him.
About how he got in that situation?
How he got in that wheelchair.
Did Ingrid tell her?
Yes, I'm sure she told her mama.
Oh, it's done then. He should have
asked. She told her mama, like, he wasn't a good person and this is how he wound up in the wheelchair. Because anybody want to know, well, how did it happen? How you wound up in the wheelchair? So I'm sure she told her. And her mama don't want her with a type of man like that. You can go back to one of your baby daddies for all that.
True.
You know, so
that's why she told production she don't think anything good about him.
Nothing good, you know.
Okay.
So I mean, you know how some people were raised. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Mm-hmm. That's how she's acting to me.
Just why come then?
I don't know.
Why you here?
I don't know.
I never stay in uncomfortable places. Right away, if it's gonna appear rude that I made an exit and you was rude, you was bold, and you thought I was gonna sit in it. No, peace. I suspected this anyways. I'm out. And I'm out.
Yes.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm not going back and forth if you doing me something or not. I'm just out.
Yeah.
Peace and thanks for wasting my damn time.
You have to keep your peace, and don't let no one or anything, disturb it, pierce it, nothing. So if you feel like you have to remove yourself, that's what you have to do. That's for the best interest of you.
He made sure he ate though.
But yeah.
I would have lost. I'd have been too busy. Like, why? I would have left, but I would have got a plate. Mm-hmm. Now, if you told me I couldn't, I might have would have ate it and then left. Depending on how mad I was. Mm-hmm. I don't know, guys. This relationship is through. Check us out on Love and Hip Hop. Check us out on Love After Lockup. We might release it tomorrow. Or Saturday. Anyways, that was Brian and Ingrid. That was before the 90 days. Thank you guys for watching and becoming a part of the family. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yes.
And again, always check the community posts, see when we're going live. We out.
Peace.